Republicans don't care about nothing. Hey, Hammer Nation. Got it. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yep, I got two parties to go to. One at my job, my workshop, and one out here. Oh, the jury reached its verdict in Rudy Giuliani defamation damages trial, Hammer Nation. Workers that they had counted absentee ballots. He had said they switched votes. That was not what happened at all. And these women who went from anonymous workers, one was a worker employed by Georgia. We're going to see how much Giuliani has to pay, man. Mother and daughter, they went to become people who received just horrors of harassment from across the country, voicemails, messages. People came to their doors. People sent them pizzas unsolicited with racist messages in the checks that were on those pizzas that arrived at their Jeremy is right to Giuliani's top. He's going to have to pay, I bet. But also for the emotional distress that they suffered, there is not an amount that they are asking for. The jury has free reign to pick a number to reward them for their emotional distress. And then on top of that, their lawyers have asked this jury to punish Rudy Giuliani, to send a message not just to him that he must stop talking about these women and stop lying about them, but to send a message to anyone in a position of power who may be doing similar things. And I'll just remind you of one thing that was said on the stand during this testimony. Shamos, one of these workers, said to Giuliani's lawyer, "I can't repair my reputation when your client keeps talking about me and keeps putting lies next to mine."
The jury is coming into the courtroom right now. We're told it's an anonymous verdict. We're going to bring that to you as it happens. And just to remind people, Rudy Giuliani did not end up testifying.
He didn't testify in his own trial. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all.
Earlier this week, on TV.
All right, so all over the news now.
Conversation MSNBC's Lisa Rubin, who has snuck on set as we received this breaking news. Lisa, you and I talked about this before, but I think it is worth remembering how these numbers are set.
He was found liable. Now he's got to pay up.
As you know, this is going to send a message not just to Giuliani, But to all of the bad actors out there, you can't do this. We'll see what the jury ultimately decides.
That's right, Jake. So one of the things that happened is, as happens here over at the courthouse, the things that happen outside are not necessarily what happens before the judge.
He's got to pay a lot of money, and he's flat broke.
On Monday, after the proceedings, the first day of his trial, walked
People have a lot of respect for Giuliani, but not now.
Stand by, I'm going to have more information for you, doubling down on those lies, or at least it's saying that he intended to double down on those lies, but that was not the strategy that his attorney took in court. His attorney actually told the jury, these women have a valid story to tell. What I am here trying to do on behalf of Rudy Giuliani in this court is to limit the amount of damages you assess against him. Don't find him too much. He's not the only person responsible for this. Have compassion for them. And his attorney, Rudy Giuliani's attorney, Joe Sibley, even told the jury, we're not going to be calling Rudy Giuliani to testify because these two women, Shaye Moss and Ruby Freeman, they have been through enough. Their testimony was powerful. The jury heard it. They weren't going to counter that with Rudy Giuliani on the stand.
Let me interrupt you for 1 second. I'm told that the jury has awarded monetary damages, and they are in the amount of $16 million per victim. So $16
$16 million he has to pay these women.
$16 million for Shaye Moss. That is a lot of money for $16 million. Not as much as they were asking for, $48 million, but still quite a bit of money. Caitlin, does Rudy Giuliani even have that money anymore?
He ain't got nothing. He's flat broke.
Now looking at what our reporters inside the courtroom are sending out this information now. Holmes Library watching this live is saying that the punitive damages in this case, the punishment, the message to be sent here, that amount is $75 million. That is on top
$75 million, man.
each for the emotional distress being felt by Ruby Freeman and Shaye Moss. And then on top of that, $16.1 million for Ruby Freeman for the defamation, the reputational damage she suffered, and almost $17 million for Shaye Moss for the reputational damage that she has suffered. So that is well over $100 million awarded to these two women in total. That is a very, very large sum. I've been looking back, and that is the type of number that these women surely would have.
Oh, he has to pay up, man.
They send a message as their attorneys were wanting here. That number is not a number that Rudy Giuliani or any individual in his state would very likely be able to pay. They are going to be asking, we already know from some of the proceedings this morning, to try and start collecting on in excess of $70 million. That is a unanimous jury.
$100 million, Rudy Giuliani has to pay. There.
Down to the dollar and cent, telling the world what Rudy Giuliani did to these women, particularly abusing that position of trust that he had, as we were just discussing, was so heinous that he should be punished more than they should be compensated for their injuries.
Ryan, my friend, you said you did not want to do nothing. Run us through those numbers one more time.
Sure, over 150 is what we can go right now. So it's 75 of those punitive damages.
Rudy Giuliani has to pay $100 million here in Malaysia in damages.
So, very significant finding here.
Man, Rudy Giuliani has to pay up, man. Dad.
Both of them were in the $16 million range, but they're a little bit different for each of them. And it's matching 20 and then 75.
Penny's worth over $100 million.
Other damages that are assessed, but this is more than $148 million. That's an astonishing amount of money, and this is against one man. This is Rudy Giuliani, a person, not a company, not a group of people, one person for the statements that he made after the 2020 election.
One man who almost single-handedly ruined the reputations and lives of these two women, as he said. I know you know. So again, this is the lawyers originally asked for $48 million for Ruby Freeman and Shaye Moss, and they ultimately got $148 million really shocking. Let me bring in Evan Pettis now. Evan,
Oh man,
I guess
Rudy Giuliani has to pay up, Hammer Nation.
jury
Rudy Giuliani has to pay up, man.
message to these election liars who are so careless and reckless, not only with the truth, but with
Defamation
the reputations
verdict.
of innocent individuals like these two election workers. One of them was just a volunteer. But that is an astounding figure. I'm not sure that it will hold up on appeal, but it is an astounding figure, $148 million from Missouri.
It truly is, Jake. And one of the things, one of the things about the American system, right? There's a lot of criticism about our system. But one of the things is that you can go to court and put a number on it.
Well, he has to pay him, man. $100 million.
That Sidney Powell and Donald Trump, everybody around that, were parroting or
in Washington, D.C. It wrapped up on Thursday, and the jury now has it. You may recall that the judge, Judge Merrill Campbell, told me at the time that Rudy Giuliani lied about and defamed Shane Moss and Ruby Freeman, two Georgia State election workers. And now the only remaining question involves damages. How much will the jury order Rudy Giuliani to pay what's called compensatory and punitive damages for him?
To the
Shame
story,
on
told
and
the story
Ruby
of what this cost.
Now, I was important to watch some of the arguments, and I'm going to share my personal thoughts and observations about what I saw. Let's start with the new
And then
reporting.
vote, right? Because
This from NBC News headline: Jury deliberations begin in Rudy Giuliani's defamation trial.
He has to pay up, Hammer Nation.
election workers, by state officials, people around the country, anyone who was associated with elections has been on the receiving end of these types of threats, and people have to fear for their lives. And so, some people, in this case, these two women have decided that they are going to court.
He has to pay up now.
The cost that we now know from the
He has to pay.
that comes with that is $148 million. I can read you just another summation of these numbers. For defamation for Ruby Freeman, $16.1 million. For Shane Moss, for just under
I didn't recognize
motion discussed for Ruby Freeman, $20 million. $20 million also for Shane Moss, and then punitive damages altogether $75 million for the jury here in Washington. So put together $148 million.
He has to pay $148 million.
Real estate, he had real estate in New York and Florida that he has been trying to sell. All of course, in the middle of some other messy financial dealings that Rudy has had. He was trying to get rid of some of other assets because of a rather messy personal life that he's had over the last 3 years. So altogether, the question is how much of this these two women will be able to recover to try to mend the damage that has been done. It's not clear. It's going to be one of the things that happens now is that the two ladies are going to have to hire lawyers to go chase after these assets around the country, wherever Rudy has them, to try to attach their claims to it and be able
He's going to pay, man. Rudy Giuliani has to pay $150 million in damages.
Because of the lies that their hosts and guests constantly spewed during the same period. It turns out these lies and defamatory comments are ended up to be really expensive for a lot of people.
And you should know, the person that's in it, Trump, right, has so far been able to just use a lot of donations from average people in the country. He's used 2020 election and his effort to turn that as a real huge fundraising gig for himself, and they've collected millions of dollars, and that has funded some of his loss, some of his legal costs, and so on. So he hasn't really had to shoulder much of this himself. He's had donors around the country actually paying for some of this. So the person at the center of all those lies hasn't really had to pay those costs in the same way.
Again, defamation, $16 million apiece, emotional distress, $2 million apiece, punitive damages, $7 million.
Man, he's gonna be a broke man.
Ellie's in politics, and this all. Ellie,
He's gonna be broke, folks.
not attorneys. If you could explain the difference between
He's gonna be a broke man.
emotional distress money and punitive damage money.
Sure, Jay. So first of all, any way to look at this is a massive, this is a real stake by the jury. So first of all, when we talk about defamation damages, and that goes out to about $16 million for these players, that means the damage to their reputation. What you're trying to do with this number is make them whole. It's impossible, obviously, to put a scientific number on this. That's what juries are for. And they've judged that.
He's gonna not get all of 148 million.
To women is $16 million each. Then you get into emotional distress. And there's not a scientific formula for emotional distress to dollars. Again, that's what juries do. We're really deciding that is worth about $20 million for each of these players. So if you take what we call together all the emotional how much money is going to make them whole, essentially to pay them back, and that totals out to about $72 million. Now, the second big category is punitive damages, and those awards total $75 million. Punitive damages are different for a different purpose. They're to punish. They're to punish Rudy Giuliani for extraordinarily egregious conduct. They're intended to send a message to Rudy Giuliani and to the general public. And I think that's exactly what the jury did. When you think about the inequities in this case, when you think about extraordinarily powerful, the remorseless liar like Rudy Giuliani, compared to these women who are civil servants, they never signed up for this. Their lives were turned over. And I think that's why you see such high numbers from the jury.
It's pretty astounding. Ellie, I've often seen big jury numbers like these whittled down in the fields. Do you think that's likely to happen?
He's gonna be a broke man, Hammer Nation.
The main way that these numbers
Rudy Giuliani's gonna be a broke man.
sometimes you'll see a jury come back.
Breaking news, Hammer Nation, that Rudy Giuliani is gonna be a broke man.
10 times as much. Appeals courts don't like that. Appeals courts are going to look at the reasonableness of it and the ratio. Generally speaking, we have about a 1-to-1 ratio here. We have about 70-some million, 72 or $3 million on the compensatory side, 75.
Rudy Giuliani is gonna be a broke man, Hammer Nation. He has to pay $148 million to these Georgia election workers. He really lamb-basted them, so he's gonna have to pay.
But yes, appeals courts do have.
So that's the breaking news right now.
They do fairly.
I'm gonna end the stream. I'll be right back.
Quality of the numbers here, I think